Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the top 5 loadouts that are currently throwing around in Season 5. Right now, we're a little bit limited when it comes down to gun design because the Bruen is absolutely overrolling every competition, being the #1 gun. Still though, there are actually some choices to be made when it comes down to close quarter guns, and yes, there are also other long range guns. So we have a variety of SMGs, shotguns to choose from. We have a variety of guns to pair with snipers, and we have a variety of guns to actually use on the long range. Let's look at our long range options first, and then on the various guns you could actually pair with these long range options together to give you some more loadouts than just that one. So obviously the #1 thing that's going around now is the Bruen, probably the best long-range LMG. It has super mobile, it's like an AR, you can move faster than a riot shield more or less, reload time is nuts, and on top of that with Korean cheese, there's no recoil. What we're going to put on it is very simple. We have the monolithic suppressor, we put on the 26/8 summit barrel for the max damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. You will want to play the tag laser to have that bonus ADS speed coming in, because that is actually where you lose the fights due to the ADS speed. VLK optic on top of that, it's just the absolute best. And then we're going to slap a 60 round mech on. Here yet, we do see a lot of people do use a commando foregrip. The commando foregrip is absolutely unnecessary. The gun already has no recoil. If you're unable to handle the gun without a commando foregrip, you might tremendously want to work on your mouse sensitivity or controller sensitivities, because the gun has no goddamn recoil. On the ranges where you shoot it 20 to 80 meters, where you just melt people left and right, there is no need for the commando. On top of that, if you really don't like the tag laser because you don't want to roll with that green laser around, there's the option to go for the skeleton stock. Yes, you kind of could go for the no stock, but the recoil gain you get is really annoying. So the skeleton stock is actually your choice here. It is really beautiful, and it makes you also on top of that fast. The Bruen is really the #1 option for long range beaming right now. But which gun would actually live up to the Bruen without being obnoxiously OP as the Bruen is? Second option is actually another LMG. It is the PKM. For the PKM, you slap on the monolithic suppressor 2 for the absolute maximum range and bullet velocity. You go for the extended barrel, you get bonus recoil control, your bull's just super fast. You want to have the tac laser 2. Tac laser here especially because the tac laser on the PKM gives you so many ADS frames, plus the best grip in the game, the snatch grip, which gives you bonus recoil control and aim down sight speed. Which grip does that? You snatch it out way faster, and then again VLK optic on top of it. Yes, the downside of the PKM is the 8.85 second reload speed, which is 3 seconds longer than the Bruen's 100 mag reload speed and 5 seconds longer than the 60 round reload speed. But let's be fair, you're shooting 100 bullets, so you should be good to go. Also, the PKM has a better long range killing capability than the Bruen does actually have, which is absolutely mental, I would say. These two guns now, the PKM and the Bruen, are the absolute long-range beamers. They hurt the most, they're the most accurate, they're just crazy. Yes, you can play still ARs, but the ARs feel like throwing cotton balls on a certain distance. There is really under the top guns currently, the Kilo. The problem with the Kilo is, it doesn't matter how you build it, we're going to do the absolute long-range build with the monolithic suppressor, the Prowler barrel, you're going to slap on the VLK scope 2, we're going to put the commando foregrip on, and then the 60 round mag. That is an absolute crazy Kilo. The problem here is though, at a certain distance, you need so many shots to kill that you're gonna be like, if you hit a headshot, the headshot multiplier is absolutely insane on the Kilo. But if you don't hit that headshot, in comparison to the PKM and the Bruen, you're gonna take so long to kill someone. It feels like you're literally throwing cotton balls. For some people, this gun will be easier to control, especially on controller. The Kilo is an absolute beamer. High recommendation nonetheless. It's a very agile and mobile gun. Yet the Bruen with a 60 round mag has the same mobility as a freaking AR. Those would be our long range gun choices. But what is there now for short range? What can we pair with these guns? And that's the funny part. Might it be the Kilo, the PKM, or the Bruen? All the guns I'm going to show you now are interchangeable. in these loadouts. So you can play PKM with X, you can play Bruen with X, or Kilo with X, or just swap them around because all of them fit really well into each other. Number 1 is Unstage, the MP5. Now here comes the most important part. Never put a monolithic suppressor on that gun. That's just stupid, because the monolithic integral barrel does exactly the same with more bullet velocity, longer range, and on top of that, with cream and cheese, the ADS speed is only plus 4 milliseconds longer than a monolithic suppressor in itself by giving better values. Then you want to play the 5 milliwatt laser. Why not the tac laser? Because 5 milliwatt laser increases hipfire capabilities, and the collapsible stock actually increases hipfire capabilities too. So you have an absolute build with the Merc foregrip that you can just hipfire. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you can also ADS, and you have the absolute choice here. This is the ultimate MP5 that you can run in every single setup, PKM, Kilo, or Bruen. As a hard contender to the MP5, we do actually have the Argent 12 shotgun, which is a 2-shot kill inside a building, and that's where you're going to use it, inside a building, with a choke, with the tac impaler barrel to have the absolute minimum bullet spread. You put a 5 milliwatt laser because you're going to hipfire that most of the time, but if you actually ADS in, you are relatively precise on up to 10 meters. We have no foregrip because the foregrips do nothing for the gun. We're going to add the 12 round mag. If you really feel like, man, I'm running out of shots way too fast because I'm crazy. But then again, 2 shots kill a person, 4 shots kill a person on a bit range. So you can wipe a whole quad with that easily. No stock. Better hip fire again, super ADS speed if needed, and ultra mobility. This gun just slaps jimmies left and right down. Recently wiped a whole 3-man quad just with that. Absolute contender with the PKM, Bruen, and Kilo again. Last but not least, I want to present you the ISO. A lot of people don't like the ISO. I personally do really love that gun. I would go for a rather MP5 comparable build. So you're going to put on the Nightshade. The Nightshade gives you damage rate, recoil control, bullet velocity, and sound suppression at the same time, but it actually gives the gun a longer range than the MP5, which is fairly crazy. You put on the collapsible stock too, again, to just be faster on the fire. The Merc foregrip gets slapped on it. You need the 50 round drum mag because you're going to burn through that ammo like crazy. And on top of that, the 5 milliwatt laser. It's more or less the MP5 build, but with a better range. So this ISO is not only very good with the guns I showed you, this ISO is also very well to be combined with an AX50. The MP5 can be working with an AX50 too, but has the range problems. The shotgun I would not run with any sniper because obviously you have the mid to long range with the sniper, and then on the short range that's it. You're donezo. Well, you know, like where's from short to mid range? What are you gonna do with that shotgun? So the ISO is absolutely beautiful gun that can also be easily paired together with snipers. These are kind of your options for the Warzone when it comes down to the long range beaming plus the short range fights. Obviously, if you're a sniper player, there is a whole other capability of guns to play. We have short range ARs, the AN, the AMAX, the FAL, other shenanigans happening. We're going to cover that in a whole other video to come where I show you what to currently pair in Season 5 with the sniper. And you're going to love these builds. I mean, as we said, the ISO is absolutely possible to be paired with the sniper. You're going to love the ISO. I would definitely give it a go there. But all in all, you want to have the Bruen, the PKM, or the Kilo. Yes, the grau is still good, but in comparison to the Bruen or even the PKM in certain ranges from like 20 to 80 meters, you're just going to shoot your grau and you're just going to slap it in the face by the LMGs. They're going to tear it apart. Let's be fair. Why would you ever use an AR for long range beaming if there are LMGs, machine guns? They're literally built for stuff like that, for just mowing people down left and right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the playlist with all the other educational and entertaining amazing videos around the Warzone, or our podcast that goes down on streaming, the Streamer Roundtable, that tells you everything, how to start streaming, how to handle the mental taxing things off streaming, plus obviously one game streaming currently, variety streaming to come next week. I wish you all a wonderful good day. Thanks for checking out the video. See you soon in the Warzone.